Hello out there in YouTube land. It's Sabrina from Sad Soaps. This evening I'm going to be making a new flavored soap. I'm using my regular bastille recipe for this. It's just been altered to fit the larger mold. And I'm going to add some coffee grinds and some coffee beans. I'm going to color it with cocoa. As you know, I try to stick with the natural colorants where I can. I think I'm going to do this one with like a medium brown on the bottom, and then either I'm going to do an in the pot swirl with cream and chocolate brown, or I might do a layer of chocolate brown and then do a white piping on the top. And I think I'm actually going to add the coffee grinds to the white portion, just so they show up as all speckly. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I have everything ready to go, and my everything's at room temperature. I have my apron, I have my gloves, oops, sorry, I have my hair, and I have my glasses. So let's get soaking. Okay, first I mix it in a little bit with the spatula. Now, for my my Van Hazelnut bar, it's there's a lot of vanilla obviously in that bar, so it drastically changes the color of the soap. It really makes it a dark brown. This one here, I'm not entirely sure. I was supposed to check the vanilla content on that. Yeah. But just to be on the safe side though, I am going to add the fragrance to only the chocolate parts and leave the white part unscented. And frankly, usually with the way it all mixes together, that you really can't tell when you do that kind of thing. Beyond that, we are ready to buzz it. It never usually takes long to come together. Basically, what I'm just trying to eliminate the standing oil. I'm not really trying to get it too thick or anything like that. I like to get it together like that, you know, thinly, and then play with my colorants, and then I can thicken it up later. If it'll thicken up later. As we saw with that Under a Clary Moon soap, it really did not. Hours later, it was still jiggly. I was pretty worried with that. Okay, so this is buzzed enough. As much soap off of that as I can. You can see that I already got quite a bit of oil in the bottom of the container already. Excuse me, with my cough. Alright, so I have my 3 buckets, and I know you can't see because they're so deep, but I will try to pick them up and show them to you. So first, we're going to pour it off. Oh yeah, I was mentioning my Van Hazelnut bar. See, I'm just spacing. So my Van Hazelnut bar is also done with these same colors, which is why I'm trying very different to make it different, like big time different. And the dark chocolate in that soap, there is only just the tiniest bit. Like it was majority of it was the medium brown, and then the lighter brown on the top. Well, regardless, the way that it mixed in, the dark chocolate overpowered almost the whole soap. You would never even know that it was the smallest amount. Like this, for instance, I'm doing big time difference in how much soap I'm doing here. So this one here, with my right hand. I'm going to do with the darkest chocolate. I'm going to do the same because if I do it anymore, I'm afraid that it's going to overpower. So I have my cocoa powder. Now with the camouflage soap, I tried playing with putting the cocoa in olive oil first, just to, you know, to see how that went. It didn't do so good. Meaning that I ended up having to just add more anyways. So this time I'm just adding the powder. And I do have to give them a buzz anyways, so that will incorporate and should take out any lumps, because that was why I did it with the olive oil. I was trying to eliminate chunks and bumps and whatnot. This is a fairly dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. Now, there's still lumps in there, meaning that when I give it a buzz, it'll go even darker. Let's just leave it like that. And this one, I want to be like a medium. And I'm going to leave the most as the cream top, because, I don't know, just because I want to. So let's not add, because I want to pipe it, and I want to pipe lots of it. Also, the tip that I'm using for the piping is a round one, to make it look like globs of whipped cream, and that's kind of whipped cream with coffee grinds in it. It'll work. It'll work. Okay, it'll work. I swear. It's working in my head, and we'll see what it looks like when I get it done. Oh. Oh no. I didn't put the fragrance in. Yeah. That was brilliant. Okay. That was absolutely brilliant. Not. It smells so good. Okay. What I'm going to have to do here, thankfully this is my silicone mold. I'm going to add the fragrance bit to this and stir the crap out of it. Now because I stirred it, I have to kind of get it down off the sides. I'll do an exuberant stirring here. And I'm also doing this behind all of the other buckets, so sorry about that. Alright, now that I've corrected that little bit of nonsense, I'm going to put majority there, or sorry, the majority ended up there, but I am going to leave some here is what I was trying to say, because even if it does turn it a little bit, I don't think this fragrance had high vanilla content in it, so just smell great though. Watch, I'll be completely wrong and it had like a 15%. Okay, so anyways, there's the cream. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. This out of the way. We've got this. I'll bring it over to show you. It is wonderful. I'm going to try to clean it up a little bit because I was foolish. Sorry I poured that behind the camera too there, guys. That wasn't really nice of me. We're going to put it behind the bucket so you couldn't see it. It's so weird to be working with a mold that bends like that. Okay, that should be sufficient. Now what I was thinking, if this behaved well enough, I might be able to actually just spoon the dark layer right over the top and then leave it stark layers. What do you think about that? If that's the case though, then I'm going to have to let this set up for a minute or two. This has to set up anyways. It is fairly yellowish looking while it's in a batter form, but that will fade and it will be white or very, very light cream. Okay, so at this point here, let's set this up. I'll come back. I will add the darker chocolate layer. So I have my dark chocolate. Oh, that looks like milk chocolate. It so looks like milk chocolate. Dangerous. Dangerous stuff. Okay, so I got my dark chocolate. I have my white chocolate. I'm waiting for that to set up a little more. I'm going to put the coffee grinds in it too. And hopefully, I'm not looking to turn that into coffee, so hopefully it'll just leave it as speckles and it'll be all good. I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping for. And this is starting to set up. Alright, so it looks like we're already ready to spoon that over the top. Okay. There. Back to it in a minute. Okay. So, for a first time fragrance, looks like it's behaving fairly well here. I'm not getting any acceleration, I'm not getting any ricing. And this is a Crafter's Choice fragrance, by the way. I get it from my local soap supplier. Oh, this is wonderful. Just trying to lay it over the top. I don't really want to break the layers. Thought it would be more interesting to go medium, dark, light versus dark, medium, light as I was originally thinking about. Okay. Alright, so I need my spatula to clean that out. And yes, here I go, touching the soap again. I do have my gloves on this time though. Okay. Done with that. Clean off my finger. Queen. what? Let's leave it a little textured here. I'm going to put the top on, so maybe I won't texture that. Too much. Yay! It's thickening up, so maybe I am getting a little bit of acceleration here, but you know what? This is working out for me. Because if I'm ready now, sticking my finger in it and making it worse. Okay. And a fresh piece of pepper towel. Alright, so yeah, this is thickening up really nice. This is definitely ready. Coffee. I don't add too much because I just want to add a speckle effect. I don't want to. There we go. And it's turning it into coffee anyway, so let's not stir it too much more. Maybe I should use my bigger bag. I'll leave that for a second here. And get my bigger bag out. Ooh! Catch that! Catch that runaway cap. Okay, so this one's the bigger bag. Just starting to set up. It looks like, makes it look like chocolate bits or something. Okay. Should I? Yes, I should. I was going to say, should I use my hand or should I use my container? I should use the container. So I just have it twisted into the bottom here. It's still thin enough to pour. It's getting very thick. I'm going to switch to the bigger piping bag. Looks like I'm going to be able to get it all in one. If I want to leave it just a couple more minutes. I think I will. Okay, so I'm going to wait for a moment, wait for this to pick it up just a little bit more. And I will be right, let me place this here, I will be right back. Alright. So we only lost a little bit in the bottom of the bucket there, but we have firmed up. It's been about 5 minutes. I just went and checked my Twitter and my Facebook. I'm pulling up because I'm trying to make it somewhat peaky. I'm not necessarily trying to make one of these for every bar either. I'm just looking for an overall effect, and then we'll go from there. Wonderful. How's it look from where you are? Does it look like dessert? I think it's just about above. I'll get out of that. Okay. I took care of that too. Down here I have a cloth with some vinegar in it, just to clean up that kind of thing. Alright, so at this point here I have, whoop, I'm going to shake it too much, I don't want to drop it down. Okay, so I do have some coffee beans to decorate here with, but I think I'm going to take my gloves off for that. Because frankly, I just don't ever feel like I have a whole lot of control with those gloves on, you know? And I'm just going to decorate the top here. Just the beans. I do want them to have that square line part showing on the top. Make sure every bar gets a bunch. I think I've pretty much speckled the top of it. It hasn't even, now it looks like a chocolate chip cookie. What am I making here? What is this? Is it cookies or is it coffee? I kind of went over the edge here too. Alright, can you see all the way around? It is a coffee bean. It is, and it smells like it, and it's all plopped with cream on top. So it's not a true like coffee. It definitely has other elements into it, like it was Java, or like some kind of a latte mocha. Very expensive. All right, so the coffee soap is completed. La 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 coffee. Ta-da! Alright, so I'll see you in a few hours and we'll give it a cut. See you soon! Okay, so I always say that when I restart the video. Okay. I guess it's just to let you know that everything is okay. What do you think? Is that okay? Alright. So this is set overnight. It is now, I've already loosened it, yes, I've been playing with it, and I apologize. But it has been more than 12 hours. I don't normally leave my recipe for that long. But I made this early in the afternoon, and 12 hours would have been sometime in the middle of the night. So, come on, baby. There we go. Okay. So you have the lighter medium, the medium, or the dark chocolate, like turned caramel color. And the top, definitely browned as well. I went and I took a look. This fragrance oil does have 4%. 4% of vanilla. shoot, it looks like there's a couple that I've been... Chocolate coffee. Now this bar to me seems so short because I piped the top to make it all triangular. So it seems like it's shorter. But it should still weigh the same 125 grams that the rest of them weigh, or at least that much. Most of them do go over that. Just try not to cut the coffee beans in half or trying to shove them down into the soap. Dun dun dun. So I have a feeling that these are going to be darkening a little anyway. Oh jeez, that goes right to 2. And 3 beans. I've really got to mark. Oh, I cut that bean in half. I really have to mark the mold to show me where the individual bars are. And then that doesn't have to happen. La, 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 la. Beautiful. Yes, I sing to myself. There's no one else to sing to, so I sing to myself. So this batch should give me 10 bars. It is 1 inch longer. I hate that. I just put all them on there. In my hand here. Okay. Dun 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 dun. And then I just get a little sliver. Of course, I'll lose the bean off the end. Shove one of these little beans in that hole. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And this is... It's either going to be... I think it's Morning Latte is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to pick up all my beans. Okay. Clean up my mess. I like to keep my station clean. Okay, let me take you down here and then I'll give you a close-up. Alright, so here's my batch of morning Java, or morning latte. I think it smells more like a latte than it does necessarily coffee. Definitely has chocolate tones in there, but I think that's partly the cocoa that I put in as well. It definitely adds a cocoa flavor, I think. Oh, I think. Boy, that glitter is still sure showing up. Doesn't normally do that. Oh, isn't it birdie? Well, here you go, guys. Morning latte / Java. I'll decide later. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay warm.